All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the memberships is right there in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, designed by the General, strictly for the brothers. I want you to get over there. You can have a preview of the program is there for you. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable, where the brothers sit down once a week discussing very important, very powerful, very vital information pertinent to our growth and development. Get on over there, family. Get a preview. Check it out. Become a brother. Become a member today. And everybody, ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for you, family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there. Check out that catalog. Get a discount. Shop and save, and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General. Olmeca, Voyages of the Nile, when Egypt ruled the earth, Nubia, mother of ancient Egypt. We got from Babylon, Black Babylon, African origins of Mesopotamia, from Naga to Nigger, African origins of the Hindu Kush, Freemasonry exposed, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Gnosticism, Sufism, all the isms. We got them locked and loaded, family. Again, Black Illuminati, Hip Hop Holocaust is not another website nowhere on the planet that can compare and compete. You should become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. You know that, man. We got some fire up there right now. And matter of fact, I'll do it in the middle of the presentation today. Drop you some flyers so you can see that smoke is up there waiting on you. All you had to do is get over there. It's on another level. You could believe that 500 exclusive live streams, popping his page on Patreon, family. Get on over there and get that work. To all the family that donated, thank you. Those would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat. Click it. I appreciate you very much, and make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will most definitely ban your ass. You be done for. Now, family, we talking about, and I know a lot of y'all out there, y'all can't deal with the word nigga. You see what I'm saying? You just can't deal with it, even up until this point. And you got to be, I mean, and to understand that, you know what I'm saying? And knowing all the history, you know, all the portals that you could leap through, you see, and you know, to get to all this glorious history of our people, even the divinity of ourselves, and not to have mastered the knowledge and the sacred origin of this word is almost, it ain't almost, it's just unacceptable at this time. You see what I'm saying? It's just unacceptable at this time to not have this, you know, mastered this information. And so, people used to tell me, Seti, you got to stop saying that. Well, I said, well, goddamn it, nigga, what's gonna happen? You know, what's gonna happen if we stop saying it? There's a whole lot of niggas they didn't stop it, and they ain't in no better predicament than they did. You understand what I'm saying? And then when they were saying it, you see, and so somehow you just think magically, but you don't understand the vibration of it. And that's why it's been spoken so goddamn long, and people not gonna give it up no matter what you say. And it's a reason why. It's a reason why. Ain't nothing and when you notice black people, we don't take shit from white people. Nothing. We don't take nothing from them. So it is so. Why do we assume every time somebody says something, man, the white man called you that? Man, listen here, this is an ancient expression. This is an ancient expression. We're going to prove it today beyond any reasonable doubt. We're going to prove it today. Matter of fact, where is that at? Let me see. I might as well just drop it in here. I just might as well drop it in here. And so it gave me the energy to go do this goddamn research. You see, it gave me, and I compiled it so heavy over the last 20 some years that it's no way that you can face me with the information. It's just so profound at this time. You got to be the biggest goddamn fool in the world, but that just show you. You know what I'm saying? That somebody got a motherfucking hex on your ass, and you can't come from up under that hex. Yeah, let me get this up in here. I'm gonna put this one in here. You can't come from up under that hex, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, we working on SETI University, so give me a couple of days. It'll be back up on the 22nd, so don't worry. We got something. We had to do a couple of things, but on the 22nd, it'll be back up there without I don't have to say no more. Okay. I'm gonna get all that to you, Ray. I guarantee you. Soon as when we get up off of here, I'm gonna get it together. We're gonna go over it all over again, and I'm gonna update everything, and I'm gonna get it to you, good brother. Today, I'll drop it somewhere, either in your Facebook or whatever, and I'll drop it to you. All right, we're gonna tighten up everything. But let's get on down to this now. Yeah, it can't. It shouldn't bother you when you come with the facts. When you come with the facts, it should be done. You know what I'm saying? But let's get with this. Get it on in here. Okay, we're in the house. We're in the house right here. Nah, we got to deal with one of the great words, the Ethiopian bloodline, and they didn't even know, because you didn't even hear them say shit about it until the general said, and this is from Ethiopia. They didn't make no connection. They still ain't made no connection. I say things that they won't even say because they don't have the in-depth knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Them words there, the Negus Nagas, Kebra Nagas, which is the sacred writings of the Ethiopian, the King of Kings. You see, and so you see, when I brought the Naga, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you see, SETI, man, that's Hindu." No, that ain't got nothing to do with no Hindu. And even then, you must understand that that's the Naga Kush. The Kushites established that civilization over there. Okay? They established that civilization over there long before any of them you see over there. They ain't nothing but vagabonds. You look over there in Persia and Iran, and what you see, all you see is vagabonds. And then you see and you think, oh, that's what. No, they just got there 2 days ago, and they 2 days from getting their ass up out of there. You see what I'm saying? So when we talk about Nagas, you see Naga is in Nagas, Naga, nigga. And some people use the E. See, the thing is, the E, the A, and the I is interchangeable. Okay? So when you go into Ethiopia, the queen is Nagis. It's spelled with an I, Nigist, Nagis. You see? When you go in some areas of Africa, they use the E. And they, we make fun of when they say nigga. Nigga. They use the sin nigga. Sin nigga. You see what I'm saying? So you get the E, you get the A. Naga. Niga. Nagas. Negus Nagas. King of kings. You see? So what we have to understand is frequency. Once you understand frequency, nigga, negus, nagas is the same frequency. It's not nigger. Okay, that's a whole total different frequency. Nigger. White people don't say nigger. They say nigger with the on the end, like the grunt. You know what I'm saying? Like they growling and shit. Nigger. They don't say nigger, which is Naga, which is Nagas. That's the king of kings. You see, so in that expression within Ethiopia is of divine lineage. It is of divine lineage. And so understanding that, so when you say the king of, when you say nigga, you in actuality, you saying king. That's what you saying in one expression. In other expressions, just like when you get when you come to a dictionary, one word could have up to 50 different definitions. It'll have 1 through whatever, however many, especially if you get one of them larger dictionaries, you see. And so, if you get the larger one, it could be up to 100 damn definition for some words. So, this is, so everywhere I went, I don't give a goddamn where I went. That whether it was a variation, whether it was nigga, whether it was nagas, whether it was nigga, whether it was nigga, it don't matter what, it was always spoken of in divinity, royalty, you see, divinity or royalty, and no other. The only expression where I seen, and again, we must understand that nigger is not a variation of naga or nigga. That's a different frequency, and we must understand that. And so when you look down niggas, you see, and so a lot of people, we always say, "Oh man, we brought this from Africa," but when it comes to the word nigga, and it's other words that when I clearly started doing the research, that I shown that they had turned divine words into words that were disdain, like Sambo. Now. A lot of people they don't say shit about that one either. Because when you watch Eugene Adams and you watch Africans in Asia, you see that Sambo was actually one of the divine names of the Buddha. Sambodasia, which later became Cambodasia, which later became Cambodia. So you see the S, the C, the K, all are interchangeable. A lot of them consonants are also interchangeable. You get cham, you see, you get Sam, Sambodasia. In other maps, I looked the maps up. You get Sambodasia, you get Cambodasia again, which later became Cambodia. But then you got Champa, the ancient civilization of Champa, which was right next to Cambodasia. Now, Cambodasia is where you find Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat, the great civilizer, the Mon Khmer. You see, the Mon Khmer. So you can see a lot of the Kham, Ham, all of those are interchangeable, meaning black. You see? And so when you go, even like we go into Senegal, Niga, you see, Niga, Senegal, okay? Nationalities, these are national symbols. Nobody goes into that and say, oh, that's a derogatory word or nothing. You see, we don't get that because, and like I say, wherever we go, either it's divine, it's royal, it speaks of sovereignty, it speaks of something of great note, you see. So even when we talk about, and we'll get back to the Dragon King, because a lot of people don't want to understand that the Naga which is one of the divine attributes of royalty in Africa. When you saying Niga Nagas, you also talking about the Dragon Lord. You see, don't nobody want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about because they don't know. See, Naga is one of the attributes of the dragon. And in Africa and Asia, the dragon was one of the divine totems of God, the creator force. Don't want to talk about it because y'all done been, you done been possessed by this damn demon. You don't know no damn better. You see? Let me get in here. Let me, well, I could have blew this one up just a little more. So that's the the Negus Nagas is also the Dragon King, because we deal with Naga is also meaning which is a symbol for the Serpentine King or the Serpentine energy. In ancient Egypt, it was the winged serpent. And then it evolved into what today you know of today as the dragon. And we'll get off into that. A lot of people say, oh man, that's the dragon, and yeah, nigga, they gonna demonize everything you got so you can keep your hands off of it, so you don't use it against them. That's what it boiled down to. When you talk about Champa, here it is. Champa was one of the, and you see what the, one of the family from Champa, especially over there. You can see that broad nose, thick lips. That's an African. Woolly hair. That's an African. You see, that's ancient. Vietnam, Champa, right next to Cambodia. You see, so that whole area, what we call the Southeast, Southeast Asia, all was part of the ancient Kushite Empire. All of that. So when you talk about Nag Champa, you go get now that we breaking this down and you understand Nag is just a prefix. That's all it is. It's Naga Champa. You see, that's us. Champa, it means black. Okay, that's exactly what it means. And we could, matter of fact, let's go and put this dictionary up. This is coming up out of now this is one of the biblical dictionaries. You niggas, if it ain't coming out the Bible, a lot of you niggas, you can't think straight. So we had to drop that in there. Ham or charm, you see, which is Champa, burnt, swarthy, black. That's what it means. Okay. Ham, black, charm, black, Sambo Deja, which was one of the attributes, again, of the Buddha, which is the, one of the, African Asian Christ figures. Okay. So there it is right there. We blacken it up. Why is it that when, nobody's, dealing with this etymology, this divine etymology revealing to us, our own legacy that's been hidden. It's been a linguistic camouflage put over this information. Your mind is, you have not been, it was there in the beginning, but through the course of hundreds of years of being programmed over here, you know what I'm saying, by this beast, you understand, we didn't lose all connection to the ancient terminologies and languages of our people. So you see here, Nagas. This is the feminine expression of Negus. You see, Nagas. So even there, even the I is interchangeable with the E, with the A. So this is a divine, and I say, let me keep looking. And so I went in for all you Medu Netta niggas. You love you some Medu Netta. And you know what I'm saying? Got a hieroglyphic dictionary. I wonder how the hell they got it without one ancient Egyptian, you understand, telling them whether they was correct or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, I say, goddamn, these motherfuckers, boy, they won't pull it on me. They don't even come my way because they know I got all the questions for theirs. You got an ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary. I wonder how the fuck could you have because you got to have somebody to tell you what the words mean, and you got to be from ancient Egypt to do that. So, that motherfucker just created whatever the fuck they wanted to create and say, this is what it means. Who told you, motherfucker, this is what it means? Who told you that? You got all these goddamn words in here and you just created a goddamn definition for the motherfucker. Ain't nobody from ancient Egypt check your paper, and then you just check your own paper. Yeah, this shit is crazy. But if you go in this book, but we gonna use it. They say let's use it. But I never get the Medunata niggas to go in there and tell me why this. When you go up in this, Wallace E.A. Wallace Budge Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary, you see Neger. That's what you see right there. Neger, the goose goddess who laid the sun egg. You see? See, this is the one that when you get the story, the goose that laid the golden egg, this is where it come from right here. Didn't nobody tell y'all that? I'm gonna tell you. That's where you get the story. The goose that laid the golden egg is from right here. Neger. That's what it is. Okay, so and you got the there now. You got the there. So, but that's not the the neg. The is an attachment, as which you can see. But the initial prefix neg is niga, is naga. It's the same. It's the same expression, and you can come up in here, and it's more that leads us to divinity. You see, it leads us to divinity. Neg, the four-horn god bull of heaven. Negu, the doorkeeper of the fourth pylon. And then when we go and see, this is this is from Drusilla Dungy Houston, the ancient, wonderful Ethiopian of the ancient Kushite Empire. See, that's a very powerful book. You need to get that book. And that sister was one of the premier sisters that was speaking historically about our history, even before Dr. Ben. This was put out in like 1920 some damn time, man. This was an old book. Yeah, she was already cracking their heads, already putting hands on their ass. And when we look down in the book, we go deep in the book, and I just, I was just looking for any goddamn thing I can. And which one? Where would I start at? I start right here because I don't, we'll see. Okay, let me start right here. It says the rich merchants of the ancient Indian commerce had been Dravidians. One of their greatest kingdoms was Pandya, so noted in the Sanskrit writings. The Nadas in Bihar, of whom the great Chandra Gupta sprang, and his greater son Ascoa were non-Aryan. These were the supposed to be degraded Sudra. Now, when you look at that, that's another word. You can see the similarities in the Kushite, Naga Kushite over there in India. Sudra, Sudan. You see Sud, Sudan. What's another? I had the terminology, but it means black. Okay, then you see the Tashaka. That's crazy because one of the kings of the Nagas was Tashaka. You can look it up right now. You can go on the internet and look it up, Tashaka. You see in there Shaka. You see another word that they use that's, especially with them South Africans, Mandela, because a lot of the sigils in India are called Mandelas. You see what I'm saying? Nandi, the sacred bull of India is called Nandi. But let's hear it say the Tashak, which is Tashaka, and Naga nations who figure so largely in Sanskrit traditions are words purely African. Purely African. Okay, so this was so people think General Seti just made, I just happened to go searching. I say, I got to search for some of our elders that know the truth and spoke it. And so I was just looking, I was just cracking book. I wasn't technically, I was skimming all the books I had. I got thousands of books. I'm just going to be real. I got thousands of books. So I was just, and man, when I seen this and when I seen Sister Drusilla Dungy Houston put that in, I say, oh, they done fuck. They done for because they know better than this. Wait a minute, hold up. Now, did y'all know it's cities in Africa called Naga? Did y'all know that? Now it's also now in Arabic, again using the J. They use the J too now. They use the J too, so it's Naja. You see what I'm saying? Naja. That's where you so understand that, which is a variation of jinn. That's exactly what it's a variation of. So even that, because when you look at a naga and you look at a jinn, they both serpentine. You know, so people don't even want to talk about. They done been in these damn Neanderthals been demonizing our history, and but the terminology is revealing a whole lot when you get off into it, because they didn't think that we would crack the code, but the codes has been cracked. You see, and not to talk about the substantia nigra, okay? The substantia nigra. A lot of people don't talk about that other melanin center that we got. You see, that produce that dopamine. You see what I'm saying? And anything that latch on to it, you understand? It becomes something that is so profoundly present. Whatever it is, it is a conductor of of all types of information. And so, you could be whatever it is, if it's playing whatever it is, if it's playing video game, God damn it, you be addicted to it. Whatever it is, that's the dopamine center in the brain. Whatever it is that you do too much of anything, or that's where you get that those habits attached there. You see, and if you lack melanin in that area, you get what Parkinson's disease and shit and all of that. Your bodily function. Also, there is bodily functions. Your eye coordination. Your eye to hand coordination. Your ability to even see and shit is all come. So when they lack melanin in that area, you can see them get to shaking and shit. Their body coordination is totally thrown off when that lack of melanin. When they go in people's brains and shit, people that die, they show the substantia nigra, and you will see that is totally void, is depleted of melanin. You see what I'm saying? And so when we talk about these things, Nagella sativa, Nagella, nigga, Nagella. You see what I'm saying? No matter how we spell it or deal with it, which is black seed, which is one of the most powerful seeds and herbs in the whole goddamn world. If the black seed is healing for every disease except death. This is what Prophet Muhammad said. You see, so when we look at the root of this word, I'm trying to show you this shit. Wherever you go, even when you use NIG, you understand the is an attachment. So you don't got even the NIG is still NIGNEGNAG. It don't make no damn difference. You could put the A on the end, you could put the E, you could put the I. All the vowels are interchangeable. It's the same damn frequency. So when you talk about Nagella sativa, that's black seed, one of the most powerful healing herbs on the planet. Period. Okay, we just dealt with the substantia nigra. Why nobody talking about that? Even the damn Black Madonna, Nigra, some said Formosa. Nigra, this is Latin now. Nigra, some said Formosa. You see, the Holy Black Virgin, the Holy Black Mother. That's what it's saying. So they can use Nigra, they can use Niga, they can use Nagas. Everywhere I go, in every expression that I see, this is the Holy Mother, Black Mother. We got black seed. We got everything. Even and then talking about this shit. Now they got a city in Africa in Egypt called Nag Hammadi, where they found the Dead Sea Scroll. No, it wasn't the Dead Sea Scroll. Where they found the Gnostic Gospel. What am I talking about? Where they found the Gnostic Gospels at. And so this is Nag Hammadi. And when you really look at Nag Hammadi, it's the same as Nag Champa. Because once you look at the definition I gave you where it say Ham and you see a charm is same as Ham, then you know it's the same. Nag Champa is the same as Nag Hammadi. This is from goddamn Africa to Asia. This is a divine expression. And once and the fact that I continue, I say, this is why is they, and it led me to all this. I said, no wonder they don't want nobody to speak it. They really don't want no, because the longer you speak it, you're going to get into the etymology of it. And it's going to lead you here. I got one more for you that I want to touch. This is the name of God. This is what it is. It's the name of God. Period. It's a God frequency. Bottom damn line. It's a God frequency. What's this one? I'm gonna get to this last. Yeah, but it's also, you got Nag Champa, but you got Naga too. You got Naga too, in which you find where you find the royal city, where it is the royal city, Naga, where you find the Nubian temple of Petamak, which is the serpent. And that they took a Petamak and made the demiurge, them Gnostic motherfuckers. Yeah, they plagiarized and shit and flipped the script and shit and called the demi and used the image of a Petamak as the image of the demiurge. Do I got it in here? No, I ain't put it in here this time, but I'll show you the next time. But it's nothing but the serpent. It ain't nothing but the serpent with the head of the lion on it. You know, and now in Gnosticism, they want to call it the demiurge, which is some bullshit. You didn't took a divine symbol from Africa and you flipped it. You see, and that's what they doing. They had no ancient symbols or no goddamn demiurge or none of that. You know, this is much later than the Nile Valley teachings. You see, but, you know, the N word is one of the holy names of God. And you understand what I'm saying? So when we speak to each other, we don't know that some of us know. That's why when we say things, we say it in the respects of brother or king or, but see, we don't truly understand all the history of it. And so we have to unlock the portal. We can't just say this shit. We got to unlock the portal that will lead us to the next door and to the next portal so that we can finally say, you know what? I've been calling myself God all along. And once we wake up to that, then all the other, areas of greatness that, will appear, once we realize what the word really is and how divine the word is, it's going to open up another level of greatness for our people. That's just all it is to it. So family, we're just getting started. I want you to come on over and hit that Patreon. Now, when you go to Patreon, I'm giving you a little tidbit tonight. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when I get over there, I most definitely get to rolling. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to come get that work. We got 3-4 of them over there right now. So click that link, kingseti.com. Make sure you subscribe, share the video, and anybody got want to come back, we'll have a part 2. Come on back. And if you got any, we'll have a question and answer the next time. So if anybody maybe you want to debate. Maybe you want to debate, say, you know what, we still came, nigga, we going to deal with you. We going to deal with you. We going to baptize you in black divinity. All right, family, I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.